Hey, welcome to your Virgo horoscopes for the week of the 7th through the 13th of January. And we have no planets in Virgo, but we do have some influences in Virgo. Juno does continue to influence the day-to-day schedule. And Juno really is all about how we relate to others. So it really does rule our relationships in many, many ways. And Juno continuing to influence that day-to-day schedule is a reminder. I think a reminder for Virgos is important in terms of making sure that your schedule incorporates time with loved ones and time really focused on your relationships. We just get so caught up in our work and our day to day and all the little things that we do. I'm not a Virgo, but I go through the same thing. And it's really, I can literally go months and realize, my God, I haven't seen any of these people because I've just been so busy working all the time. It happens. And I feel like you Virgos especially really go through this because you're just nonstop eye on the prize. Um, you know, Focus on relationships isn't just for them. It has a lot to do with you as well. Sometimes it's just nice to slow down and not be focused on work and be focused on that companionship, that time that you spend with the people that you love. Me personally, one of my favorite things that I don't get to do very often is I take a trip. I go 4 hours away. I go see my friends. We spend a few days there. We are not working. We pretend we're gone. We're literally gone. We're on vacation. And that time really is just a time for us to slow down and relax and appreciate and remember and reconnect and go, hey, I remember you. Nice to see your face again. And then we do it all over again. We try to do that once or twice a year. It doesn't always work out, unfortunately. We do manage to get in there once most of the time, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't recall if I got up there last year or not. I think I did. So that's one thing. We also have the dark moon influencing Virgo, also bringing that influence of those you love into the mix. The dark moon is retrograde. Now, the dark moon is all about making drastic changes, and in her retrograde state, that's actually not a good idea because retrograde is let's not necessarily jump to conclusions in order to make changes until you know the facts. So this would really represent one of those types of situations where you hear something about somebody, you want to automatically react, and then once you get there and you react, you find out that you're reacting over something that didn't actually happen. You heard a rumor, the rumor was wrong, and now you kind of look stupid or feel stupid for yelling at somebody for literally nothing. The best thing that you can do to avoid that is, of course, make sure that you check the facts first, but you don't want to force changes to a relationship in the wrong way. A lot of times when something like that happens, we tend to damage the relationship without intending to damage the relationship. And then it takes a really long time to build that trust back up. And that's just something that you want to avoid if you can avoid that. So, not a whole lot going on. I would say that this week for Virgos really is all about that attention to detail towards your goals, what you're going to implement into your daily schedule to get to that point in terms of your goals. It really is all about you and how you're going to structure the year and how you're going to structure your goals in order to be successful for the year. So it's not a lot, which actually is good because it leaves you all that time to focus on what you want to get accomplished. The flip side to that, though, is that a lot of times when it seems like, okay, I have all this time to be able to do something and you're on a roll, something happens. My Virgo boy just hurt his arm last week, as a matter of fact. And when that happens, it really slows you down. You get into this groove we're going, and then something happens, boom, and it slows you down. Sometimes those things happen for a reason, and that slowdown is necessary. And you may not understand it in the moment, but keep your eyes peeled and your ears open and listen, because you will understand why that slowdown happened as you go. Remember, hindsight is always 2020. The answer is so easy when we see it from behind. It's just not as easy when we're seeing it right there in front of us. So that's what I have for you guys this week. If you love your horoscopes, do consider sending a tip or donation to my coffee link down there in the description of the video. Would really appreciate that. I'm Melissa Bruce, the Heavy Metal Psychic. I will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, you guys, as always, make it a great week. Do great things, as I know you always do. And I will see you next week.